name is Victoria Thomas, and this is our farm. Currently, me and my husband have decided we'd like to document the journey of us building a regenerative farm. And I thought a best way to kick off the channel is by a farm tour to show you kind of the blank canvas we're working with and give a little insight to each area's big plans. Some of them are going to have more details, some of them are going to have less details, and this next stop is probably the most excited I'm excited about it all. It's really, I shouldn't say that kind of things, but I'm really excited for this one. We are lucky enough that we purchased a farm that has a little over 9 acres. I've shown in a couple videos ago the commercial garden, which I'm very excited about, and that's about 1 acre. We have a forest. We believe it's about 3 to 4 acres, and then the rest is this. Now, for someone who's been dreaming of a farm since they were a little girl, right here is heaven. We're lucky enough, we have this beautiful, beautiful grass pasture that I believe is about 2 acres. It might be a little better. Ooh, that sun is bright. It might be a little bigger, and it does go on to the back, which I think will be in the next video. So we have this grassland, this pasture, and we are doing our farm in phases. And I think I'm actually going to have a separate video breaking down our phases and kind of giving that timeline along with the structure of that, because putting it all in a video I think can get kind of boring to someone who just wants to be nosy and see, you know, what this looks like. And for someone who wants a little more detail, they can watch that separate or in a separate video. So we have this gorgeous pasture, and the great news is that we have it. The kind of sad news is we don't think we will get our own cattle or goats for the first 2 years we have the farm. Currently, this pasture is getting leased out to a farmer who bales it for hay. He did his first cutting at the beginning of July, and I think he's going to get his second cutting. I think we talked around August or September. So that'll be this year. We then have next year, we don't know exactly if we're going to extend or offer that lease again. We've been talking with our neighbors. We actually might let them graze their cows on our pasture. I don't know the whole details, but I am going to explain how I want our pasture to be grazed. It might look different if we partner with our neighbors, but I have been looking into cow breeds like I have for the past 4 years, and I go back and forth quite often, but I think I like to raise our own Dexter herd. Dexter cows are small breed cattle, and they, height wise to their shoulder, you're looking at maybe I think 3 feet or 40 centimeters or something. But getting into the details, so this pasture, what we're thinking about doing, or what I'd like to do, is, I'm still debating, but no matter what, it's going to get broken down into smaller paddocks. How big those paddocks are going to be, I'm not for sure. I believe we want to keep, well, I know we want to keep everything rotating. So the hope is we'll have smaller paddocks, probably with a movable fence, because, you know, some areas, as you can see, I'll try to get a better shot in the B-roll for our intro maybe. You'll see this grass, this pasture has quite the diversity, which is amazing. It's not just a single grass, it's just filled with so much, well, quite a bit of diversity. Some people may look at this and think, there needs to be more. Trust me, I agree. The more diversity, the better when it comes to grassland. But I think our blank canvas here, we've gotten really fortunate with. So what I would like to do is have smaller paddocks That way, and that are always movable, because with the different diversity, some of the grasses, after they've been munched on by some happy cows, might not grow back as quickly compared to areas or a paddock that does have a majority of a different type of grass. So that is kind of the plan with our beautiful grass pasture. And another feature to this field is our shed. Now I will probably pause it here. That way I can go and open this shed for you so you can take a gander. So here is our shed, filled with all the things. Some people might think, wow, that's a lot of junk. And I am someone that I see a lot of junk and I think, wow, look at all the possibilities. So we were just over the moon about this shed, actually, just because it kind of puts us ahead of our big plan or where we thought we'd be. We have a built shed, which with any farm, almost the more sheds the better. So we believe at one point with this shed that they had pigs based on their little pig sign right there and this stall. And I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I kind of smell pigs. With this shed, our plan for this fall, potentially winter, we will clear all of this out, even the stall. Because as you may know from past videos, I want to create an herbal business, and I believe with half of this shed, this section right here before the door, we can finish this off and create a shed or a drying room for all the herbs. And I don't know if it will be the permanent place for it because it is a long ways away from the commercial garden, but we have a shed. So instead of investing in a brand new shed on a business that I haven't quite created or I want to invest money in it, but I don't want to invest in a drying shed because that could be thousands of dollars to bring a new shed in when we have this one. And I am someone that I want to use what we have and make it work to an extent. And I also think we are handy enough, we can finish this off. And if I can't make it perfect, I can at least learn a lot with the situation or the shed that we have. And when we're ready to move from this, it's still a great shed. With the rest of this section where there is the garage door, my suspicion is that we'll probably move a tractor or something in here eventually. But yeah, so this, like, on the property, it was awesome to find that this was included on the property and that we got it. So yeah, this is the shed, and once again, we'll have other videos for you showing the progress of this and probably like another section. So yeah, as I'm stepping out into the blinding sunlight, I just want to, once again, thanks for watching on our farm tour here. Our next video should be about, I believe, our back pasture, which is the most beautiful part of our farm. So thanks for watching. Bye.